Hi guys, if you are like me and you've just literally picked up this game very late to the party, but then you've struggled the first day to understand how to go about making money the fastest, well, this guide, in my opinion, might be just perfect for you. So I'm not going to mess around here. We're going to get straight to the point. I'm going to put some quick edits in here. So you're going to basically start in Piastovia day one. There's going to be a little tutorial that you can do when you speak to Sedowin, just to familiarize yourself with collecting wood and sticks and all that sort of stuff. But as soon as you've done that, you want to head up here to the north of the starter village, the starter town, sorry. Go through this northwestern gate. Now, if you didn't raid the chest back in the tutorial to get out all the tools and stuff to help you, then I highly suggest you craft one of these stone knives, or at least some sort of offensive weapon, just to deal with any threats should we see any. So where we're going to be heading here is right up here towards these two buildings in the distance. Now once you get there, make sure you do equip this offensive weapon, because there might well be a couple bandits here. In my first playthrough, I did actually see two bandits, and I wasn't very well kitted to deal with them. But where we want to be heading is up these steps here, and you will see right there on the floor we do have a copper axe. Now it's only at 23% condition, but that's going to be fine for us to sell and make a little bit of coin. Now as you can see, as you look over here to this side, we've got a couple potions, which we're going to just scoot around here, this side of the building, go up these stairs and go and grab these, because this stuff here does actually sell for a pretty penny. We do have some potions of healings and saturation, but you definitely want to pick up this oat beer and head into this dump loot to pick up the 52 coins that's generously been left there, as well as the 2 oat beers, because they actually do sell for good money. And that is the key. That's the idea. That's why we're doing this guide, is to make money in the first day or the second day. Now, once you're done in that first building, the real reason why we are here is because we want to find this hidden cellar here at the back of this building. So if you head yourself down here, once you go in here, you're going to see a bunch of loot. So we have a bronze shovel here. We also have 111 coin in the large container. We have 2 copper bar, but the main thing we've come here for is the golden ring. It's in the large bundle, and you will see it has a price of 750. Now, once you've got that one, you want to head to the left, pick up the bronze pickaxe. We've got some mead. We've got rye beer. Again, that sells for good money. So you definitely want to be picking that up for sure. Now, once you're done down there, you want to head around and go inside this building, where you are going to find a chest, which has a further 64 coin. There's not much else there. Now, once you're back in Piastovia, you want to head for the market, where we are going to deal with this very rubbish maximum carry weight you get to start with, and of course the money situation. So if we head to a couple vendors here, you can sell to any of these vendors, but I like to sell them specifically to what they specialize in. So if we come across the Domazir first, we're going to sell that very shiny ring for 375 coin, which is obviously a massive profit there to start with. Once we've done that, we're going to head over to Unislawa, where we're going to sell these weapons and tools that we picked up. It's up to you if you want to sell these, but I personally think it's better to get the money early game so we can really set ourselves up. So we're going to sell the shovel, the axe. We can sell the copper axe as well. Like I said, 997 now just by selling those. Now we also want to then head over to Mercaslaw, where we're going to want to sell the copper bar that we found, which was alongside the ring, and also the beer bottles. They can be sold. Don't get much coin for them, only 7.5, but we do get some decent coin for the mead, so we're going to sell the mead. The oat beer, as you can see, and the rye beer, 160 coin for the rye beer, and the oat beer selling for 210, which gives us 1,500 coin right from the off. So now we're going to deal with this horrible carry weight that the game starts you out with. So once we've sold all those initial goodies, we're going to be sat with a nice bit of coin in our back burner. So we can then put that to dealing with and improving our very stingy carry weight that the game gives you when you start out. So what we're going to look for here at Imislawa is the large pouch. Now there is a normal pouch, but it is only 6 kg increase. So I highly suggest, because we've got the money, we get the 10 kg instead. So let's buy that one for 390. Now if you scroll further down the page, you will see a simple backpack and a simple large backpack. Now we're going to want the simple large backpack. It is a bit more money, but it gives us an extra 20 kg carry weight. Like I said, we do have the money, so that's not a problem. So that's 480. So we're now going to want to equip those. So if we go back into our inventory, go to our clothing and equip the large pouch and then equip the simple large backpack. As you can see, we have now boosted our carry weight up to 65 kg just from these two items here, which is absolutely massive. Now, once that's done, head over to Mercosur. We're going to have 626 here. Now, this is something I highly recommend we do, or you do, is go and buy as many cabbage seeds as you are comfortable with. I go for 40 because we're going to need to buy some fertilizer as well. So we're going to make sure we have enough money to do both of those. So because we've bought 40 cabbage seeds, we're going to buy 40 fertilizer as well, which is going to cost 180, which brings us down to 146.5. But that's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have to find somewhere to start our little settlement. Now, obviously it's entirely up to you, but I've got lucky, I'll be honest with you. I saw that there was a mine here on one of the maps that I found on Google. Now, it didn't actually show this mine down here, and I decided to come down to the south because I was hunting for rabbits, and I found this absolute beautiful spot down here, which has this mine over here, which wasn't on the Google on the database. This area here is fantastic. You've got a lovely lake over here. You've got brilliant hunting grounds there for like boar and bear. There's also deer that you can find up there. And also, there's 3 houses just here, which does have some quite nice loot in there. So these are the 3 houses here on the left-hand side, which have the loot. You've also got a lot of deer here. There's so much wildlife down here to hunt, to provide food for the village. But here we've got the 3 houses. Now you can loot some of this stuff in this right one, but there's not too much in here. The 2 that we are really interested in is this house here on the right hand side. As we go up the stairs here, we're going to find lots of lovely loot. So as you go in, look to the left hand side, we're going to find the abandoned supplies, where there's going to be 140 coin and 3 tin bars, which was very generously left. Also, we've got this bow with 9% condition and 4 poison arrows. We've got a potion of healing there and a potion of stamina. Now, if you head over to this building now, the last building, there's a very important item in here, but we're going to pick up these weapons that have quite generously been left again by some sort of fight that took place here. So we got some arrows, we got some stone spears, but the key that we're going to do here is have a look in this chest. We've got 3 bags here, which is going to be really important for us when we come to planting our crops and our fertilizer, and obviously pick up the other potion there as well. So if you head on down here to the south, keep following the river down to the right hand side. Over this side, you're going to find all the boars. There are some wolves over there, so do be careful if you do venture over the other side of the river early game. So if you keep heading south, just follow the river, where you will come across this house stood high up on this cliff over here. Now, it does have a few bandits over there, but it does have some goodies. Now, in the distance there is where the lake is. And if you continue to walk down, you will see the cave that I was on about. So this was an absolute find. So I decided when I saw that cave, I looked at this location and I thought this was absolutely incredible. You've got this bridge across, you've got loads of straw, you've got this beautiful waterfall here in the distance. You also have straw all the way up this river. There's trees, there's stones. It's just the perfect locations, and above all, it's flat, so you can really start to make a really cool looking village here. Now at this point, you're probably going to want to run around collecting stones, sticks, straw, logs, because what we're going to do is build our first simple house. So I'm going to time lapse this one. So there you go, guys. There's our very first house built. It's just a simple house. It doesn't need to be anything spectacular, and you probably won't have unlocked too much more anyway. But it is quite late here, so what I'm going to do is sleep through the night here, wake up fresh, and carry on with the guide. Okay, so here we are in the morning. So now the most important thing for us to do is to quickly get our crops growing. So what we're going to do is put down a field here. Now we're going to make it 10 by 4 because obviously we bought 40 seeds and 40 fertilizer. So if you keep an eye on that down the bottom there in the middle, it does show you the grid, how big that is. So 10 by 4. So once we put that down, we're going to need to make a hoe, and we're going to need to hoe up the ground. We're then going to need to go into our inventory, put those bags that we found in the previous house into one of our slots. We're going to equip that. We're going to go into our inventory again, and we're going to pick the fertilizer here. And we're going to lay fertilizer across each tile. So we've got 40 of those. That's going to take a bit of time. So I'm going to edit that. Once we've done that, we're going to get the hoe out again and sow the seed into the fertilizer. Once that's done, you're going to have something which looks like this. So we're going to go back to our bag again, and we're going to select the cabbage seed this time. And we're going to put down all of the 40 cabbage seed as quickly as possible. Do it better than I did there because I've made a bit of a mistake. Once that's done, that's going to be our field completely sown now with the cabbage. And that is going to be our big earner early game. Huge earner. So the next thing that we're going to want to do, which is key to earning the big bucks early game, is to gather a bunch of meat, because there's a very important recipe that we need meat and cabbage for, which I will show you in due course. So maybe for the next 5-10 minutes, just go around here in this area, just killing a bunch of these deer, hunting this deer. There are some boar across the other side, but I'm just going to get this deer here quickly and just show you how much meat we get. I think we get 12. Don't forget to carry, don't forget to gather your arrows and then skin. I think you get 12 for the does and 15 for the stags. But if you do want to chance it across the river, there are some boars over there which do give you more meat. So as you can see here, we've got 214 saved up. So we're just going to pop it in the chest. Now at this point, I definitely recommend you build yourself a wood shed. So go to extraction, get the wood shed down, which is this one here, which is going to give you more storage. It's going to give you an extra storage chest. It's just very important to get that one down ASAP. Let's say it gives you more storage. And once that one's down, you're going to want to build the workshop as well. Again, that's going to be very important for utilizing the meat and the cabbage. And again, it has more storage there as well. Well, wouldn't you know it, first day of summer, I'm doing a tutorial video and we get rain and wind. But there's our glorious cabbages. That's going to yield us so much profit. And that's our workshop that we're going to use very, very shortly as well. So if we head on into our house, go to our fireplace here, go to the cauldron, go to soups. We're very interested in this one here, pottage. As you can see, it's 2 cabbage, 3 meat, and 1 wooden bowl. Now, I've bought the schematic already. You might need to do it. It was 100, I believe, to buy that one, but you definitely want to buy that one. And this is what we want to be making now, first and foremost. So yeah, 2 cabbage, 3 meat, and 1 bowl. So we're now going to exit the house again. We're going to go over to our workshop. We're going to go to the crafting bench. If you need storage space, you can put a bunch of stuff in that other that wood shed there. That's why I make both of these to start with. But we're going to be interested in the 5 wooden bowls here, which is going to take 1 log to make. Now, obviously, because we've got 40 down, we're going to make, well, I'm just going to make 20 here to show you, but I'm probably going to make another 20 in a minute because my storage is quite full. But once that's done, you want to go and harvest all of your cabbages, all 40 of them. So that's 40. And as you can see, we've got 322 cabbages from that. And alongside the 214 meat, I think it was that we got. But yeah, as you can see, 322 cabbage and 73 seed that we can reseed. So with that, we're going to go back to the fireplace now, and we're going to make 40 pottages. So I've made all my bowls. I'll probably cut this out because this takes a little bit of time. So once we've made the pottage on the cauldron, we're going to stick that on our inventory, and we're going to head over to Piastovia and the market, where we're going to speak to Posnamir once again, and we're going to sell the 40 pottage. As you can see, they sell for 40 a piece, and we're going to get 800 coin from this straight away. Now, obviously, because we've gotten the seeds, we can replant those and continue to do this process, which is going to make you so much money early game. It's easy to do, and the rewards are massive. You could make simple bags, or you could make stone knives. You could probably do a bunch of roasted meat, sell that, but you know, those things are quite heavy, and carting them across the map can be quite difficult. But for me, this was the best way, the fastest way, and the easiest way to get large amounts of money. But yeah, I think that's it for today's tutorial video, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I am currently doing a playthrough series here, currently on episode 4, so do check that out. I will link that up the top of the screen here in the video. But I think that's about it, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, if you have found it helpful, then please consider giving it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content, and smashing that notification bell to never ever miss any of my future uploads. So until the next one, everyone, take care, have a great day, and I will see you all soon.